Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Now, I'm just going to get these in here. I want to go over this super quick. I basically have, and I'm going to sit down. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Yeah, there's a little light in the way. I apologize. Unicron. I think I finally finished Unicron. Eliminates even the toughest stains. Now we have the left horn, the maw, the right horn, and that is all that starts in the field, or these three cards. I didn't put that anywhere in here. I do have space on the bottom of the horns because the maw is so filled with text that maybe I should put on here. You know, this starts with only left horn, right horn, and maw in play. I might need to do that. Now that I just started to videotape this, do I even think of that? But, and I've been concerned about health. Originally, I had Unicron at 70 health, 35 on the top, 35 on the bottom, and that was too much. I got it down to 60. With like 35 up here and 25 on the bottom. And it still was too much. And I worked it out to 59, 58. Well, now it's 50. He has a health of 50. It is possible to knock him out with like a spy satellite uplink or anything to break the Maw's stealth. But in the meantime, let's go over this very, very quickly. I got to get back to work. These start and play, the horns and the maw, in their alt modes. Even though these two do not say alt mode, it's just because I really wanted to see as much of the artwork as I could. So I chose all the Unicron parts to be in the Energon edition style. So, the Unicron left horn has 4 attack, 11 health, and 2 defense. So does the right horn. The left horn has pierce 2 and bold 2. The right horn has pierce 2, tough 2. So you can flip more for attack, you can flip more on defense. And they both say, it's hard to read, you may flip to bot mode only when all parts of Unicron are in the battlefield and or the KO. So that is the main trigger of being able to flip him to bot mode, which is once you do, it's going to be in game or near the end of it. And it would probably be game over, but we're not done yet, guys. The Maw only has an attack of 1. It has a health of 13 with a defense of 4. And it's not a small card, no, but I did give it a tap ability. So this is the only card you can flip. Oh, that does look funny, doesn't it? And that was the whole point of that too. Make it look like the head is sticking out of the planet mode in a way. And so this is the only one you can flip. This accidentally does have alt mode. I need to change that. Well, maybe I meant to do that because he's not in bot mode. He is still in alt mode. So maybe this works. And escape routes will not work for him. If I do that, if both sides are alt modes. But rapid conversions will. Interesting. Anyway, let's keep going. So you're going to want to flip it to head mode, which has only 0 attack, but 4 health. 4 defense. Both sides has 4 defense to be able to take some abuse. Of course, it cannot go against Pierce, but wait, there's more. When you flip to this mode, when in this mode, cancels your opponent's Pierce for battle. Only their Pierce. So if they get something higher than 4, they do a flip 8 or attack a 10. This is still going to take 5 or 6 damage. So, and that has happened. in the testing. He's a planet and specialist on both sides. On the left horn has the ranged and planet trait. The right horn has melee and planet trait. So you can play, so you have a ranged, specialist, and melee. Yes. So certain cards are going to be you'll be able to use during gameplay when upgrading these guys and letting the flow of the game go. Is this a Unicron raid? No. This is just a character to go against another team in any case, in any casual game. You can pick Unicron to play just as you would want to pick Sideswipe, Jazz, and Bumblebee. And anybody can go up against Unicron. Anybody. It's all in the deck. So when the head is sticking out, your opponent's Pierce fails. When you flip it back for turn, you can tap it. When you tap it, you're able to bring in another part of Unicron, which means now this is open or vulnerable for attack. But normally you're going to be wanting to do that possibly near the end, but you're going to be wanting to flip this as much as you can. Unfortunately, the way I worded this, it's when you flip to this mode, then you can tap it. And there is an either or. And I don't have these guys completed yet. You may tap this. Tap, add a Unicron part, or bring in a 5-star character possessed by Unicron to the battlefield. Only one character per game. So it doesn't mean, oh, I can bring in the Ghost of Starscream. Flip, tap, oh, I can bring also in Cyclonus. Flip, tap, oh, let me bring in Galvatron too. No, you can't keep doing that. You can only bring one of them. They are a 5-star character. They're going to have not a whole lot of health, hardly any defense or attack. It's just going to be more fodder for your opponent to try to direct their attack, getting them off the field and get them the heat off of Unicron for just maybe a turn. That's all they're really there for. But they're going to give, the whole idea is that when they're in play and they are non-flippable characters, we're going to have the Ghost of Starscream, Scourge, Cyclonus, and Galvatron to choose from. Depending on who you choose from, think of it as pulling in a stratagem in a way, because they're going to give either Bold for all parts of Unicron, or Pierce 1 or 2 for all parts of Unicron, which would be given these pieces like Pierce 4, or Tough for all parts of Unicron. I may just have to do Pierce 1. Pierce 2 might be too strong. Or Safeguard for any undamaged pieces of Unicron for like Safeguard 3 or something. So that's kind of the ideas. What was that? That was lightning. Good grief, it sounds like it's pretty far off, but I need to hurry this along. Wow. Anyway, so that's going to be the point of those guys. So when you flip to tap, you're really going to want more parts in here. And once you get them all in here, these have stars, these don't. And then another thing to note, all the bottom parts all only have the 5 health. This is 35, this is 15, it equals 50. Let's look at one of these here. Each part has tough 2. And they each have 0 attack, 5 health, and 1 to defense. So again, it's more bringing in more fodder to try to keep people off the maw, your opponent off the maw, which is the key to everything. If they knock out your maw and you don't have all these parts in, you're not going to be able to build or flip Unicron to bot mode, but the game's not over. Far from it. So that's why you might want to, on your first turn, pick one of the possessed by Unicron characters, flip him, tap, bring one of them in. And it does have stealth in this mode too. This is going to, I've tried to protect this as much as possible. But it can still happen. If these are knocked out and this is still here, if they have something to break your stealth, oh well. Otherwise, they're going after these parts. And even if those parts are all gone and you still have one or two of the parts on the bottom, they're still playable parts. Let's keep reading. I really should have been done with this. Let's see here. It can battle and equip upgrades. So you can put upgrades on these, and you're going to want to put upgrades on these, because once you get them like we have on here, you may flip to bot mode, and I've got it on every single one of these except them all because there's just too much text in there. You may flip to bot mode only when all parts of Unicron are in the battlefield and or the KO. So once they're all in here, and the Maw is in this mode, then you flip them all, and you can build Unicron. He does not flip back. I even tried putting in here, this can't flip, and it all kind of got split. What did I do here? These are regular cards, normal Energon edition. These are the backs of stratagems, and it put the Unicron symbol nice and big on them. And I had to take a picture of my artwork with this kind of on it. So then I was able to put them in pieces in the MSC. This is the key to doing combined characters, I think. Unfortunately, my cutting is not great, but it works. It still kind of works. A little rough, but it works. He has an attack of 6, health of 50, and his defense of 3. Of course, we know how all combiners works. This is no different. Whatever damage you had, you put it all back on him. But when this combines to bot mode, KO the 5-star character that was brought into play by Unicron. If it's not already KO'd already, probably will be. When this combines to bot mode, scrap each upgrade that was equipped and repair 1 for this. I didn't put that. For each upgrade that was equipped in planet mode, as I put it. Which, maybe I should just say alt mode, but I've got some text corrections that need to be done on here, but I don't care, because it was such a pain to try to do this. And I mean, I might try to do it for y'all. I'll see. Whew. When I get into the MSC, for anybody that wants to try this, because it is fun. This is a really fun Unicron. It's not the Raid, but it's a really fun Unicron, and it's how I envisioned Unicron before any of us knew the Ark was bringing us the Unicron Raid. This is what I had envisioned way back when, late July, early August. He's got Bold 2, Pierce 2, and Tough 2. When this combines, scrap each upgrade that was equipped, repair 1 for each. So if he's down by 48, 45, he only has a few health left when you finally flip the bot mode, which has happened. You can get, if you had whatever couple of parts that you had left, if they had an upgrade, repair 1. So if you had like 3 upgrades in the field when he combines, you repair 3. Then it says this cannot be upgraded. You cannot upgrade Unicron. He's too big for it. That was my whole point. But he already has some Bold, he already has Tough, he already has some Pierce. I don't think he needs upgrades. He has an attack of 6, like I said, defense of 3. We've already gone over that. And he's just really fun to play. I played around with him a few times when a friend over the phone who is Spy Satellite Uplink, he did knock out Unicron. He did knock him out. It was a very close game. It was very fun. And I actually congratulated him for taking down Unicron. And he had fun doing it. So that's all I have time for. Oh my gosh, 15 minutes. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And we finally revealed Unicron. Boy, was that fun. In the meantime,
for a time, I considered spelling your wretched little planet Cybertron, but now you shall witness its dismemberment.